name's David Field. I'm the chair of the board of Northrop Consulting Engineers. I became involved in Consult Australia when I joined the ACHC committee, and in 2020 I joined the Mental Health Ambassadors Network. I joined the network because I saw real opportunity to have a significant contribution to the people in our sector. For me, there's a responsibility that comes as a leader to look after our people. It's one of the values of my firm, and I've found the committee to be a great place to contribute.
My name is Jerry Doyle. I am the CEO of Tonkin Consulting. I have been on the Consult Australia board for 6 years and spent the last 2 as president. I have recently handed over and left the board. I got involved with Consult Australia's Mental Health Ambassador Network because as someone who has suffered from depression and anxiety for many years, I want to make our businesses and our industry a better place for people who follow behind me.
My name is Arthur Saltis. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Richard Francis. We're consulting engineers with offices in Perth, Broome, Darwin and Albany. I've been involved with Consult Australia for many years. I sit on the WA committee and have recently been voted onto the board as a director. I felt it was important to nominate myself as a mental health ambassador because mental health has always had an important place within our organisation. Personally, I've been a witness of mental health issues at work, with family and with colleagues and friends. And sadly, in some instances, these people have taken their own life. So after experiencing and witnessing these outcomes with people that were close to me, how could I not do everything possible to raise awareness, remove stigma, educate, lead by example, and encourage others to do the same.
In my view, being a leader includes responsibilities across parts of our industry, including normalising mental health conversations. When I was a younger man starting in the sector, I had a great mentor. We could talk about everything except for mental health. That was something that I would have really valued. It would have contributed to me as a young man who had issues with anxiety and other mental health conditions. There were no opportunities to discuss that. I can provide that opportunity to people now. So I see our work in this space provides safety for people for conversations so they can bring their whole selves to work. As a leader, we can provide that safety. We can provide an opportunity for comfort. We can talk about our own experiences, and that just makes the conversations that much more valuable.
I was 16 years of age when I was first diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And over the intervening period, I have struggled with mental illness in one way or another on most days. I am one of the lucky ones. I am here to tell the story of not suiciding. And over the journey with mental illness, I have learnt a lot of things. I hate mental illness and I wish I didn't suffer from it, but I also know that it has made me a better person. And by sharing my story and talking to others about it, I hope to make the industry that we work in a better place for people who follow behind.
To give you a brief insight into my story, let me start with the workplace. And this is very close to my heart. One of our founding partners unfortunately took his own life. This occurred without any of us having awareness into his true state of mind. I've had close family lose their partners through similar circumstances, and I've seen work colleagues and friends mourn the loss of their own child. So with having that background of personal experience, it should be evident as to why I feel so passionate about mental health. However, it's important that we just don't categorise mental health into extreme or ultimate events The challenge for most of us is based around the ability to cope. We see this very much in the workplace and at home every day. It's critical as individuals that we all provide support for those in need. However, the stigma associated with mental health is a barrier for people to declare their own struggles, and hence the reluctance to seek help or to ask for support. So it's important that we all share our thoughts, our feelings and our vulnerabilities. I'm proud of the work environment that we have at Pritchard Francis. We look out for each other. We usually know when someone's struggling and we talk about it. And as a society, we need to be more aware of the issue, better skilled at identifying those that need support, and more accepting of people's circumstances.
Northrop, we see the library of mental health resources provided via the Consult Australia website as being a fantastic resource. The tools there provide an engineer with a place to start in a conversation which they might not otherwise have had because they don't know how to do it. Just to follow a document and see the inspiration that comes from people looking at that means that conversations that would not have otherwise have had are had, and they are valuable. Personally, I've used the document regarding encouraging managers to look after themselves as they are supporting other people as a great place to structure a conversation around, so that we can make sure that managers who are having hard conversations are resilient, they are doing what they need to do to look after themselves, and they're making that contribution to the company that much better. And that just flows out in staff who appreciate that, and that all stems from the library materials that are currently available.
The Consult Australia mental health materials that are available on the Consult Australia website are a fantastic collation of information to help businesses to improve how they manage mental health within their organisations. Within Tonkin, we've used a number of them. Personally, I love the guide that links physical health and mental health together. I have found that managing my physical health and doing the things like exercise and diet and sleep has made a massive impact on my mental health. And to be able to share that with people within our business who are struggling at a time, and to have a guide that takes them through how that will help them, is invaluable.
It's wonderful that Consult Australia is showing true leadership through this initiative and in the material they have developed specifically on mental health. I'm committed as a mental health ambassador to support them and those they represent in any way possible. I encourage you all to do the same, and in so doing, our reach and influence grows exponentially. Thanks for listening.